It looked like a really intense game watching it. What was it like playing on it? And what did you guys, what does it say about the team, how you guys showed up tonight?
Yeah, I thought it was a really great team effort. I thought everybody put in a hard fought shift. It was definitely hot out there, a lot hotter than, or I guess humid than I was anticipating. But yeah, I think we all came together and got a good road point. And honestly, I thought we could have gotten, one or two more goals or nicked one or two more goals. But yeah, I think good road point. I thought everybody put in a good shift tonight.
What about the job the back line especially did against Messi?
Yeah, I mean that's not an easy feat to do. I mean obviously Messi scored, but it was from out, maybe 22 yards out. So, to kind of hold Messi to one goal to shoot from there, force him to do something, I guess better than normal, is really, really good from our back line who's been solid all year.
And the speaking of goal, it looked like you might have had one, and then Carol got a piece of it. Should we give you partial credit there?
Um, I'll take the assist. I don't care who scores the goals, as long as we score goals. So I'm happy that Carol got a goal tonight. And hopefully we can all score more throughout the week.
Let me just throw one more in there. Just seeing what Patrick continues to do coming off the bench. Are you guys starting to expect that and look for that and think he's a real force?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I think Pat's been really good for us all year, whether he's starting or coming off the bench. But especially these last two games, I thought he's been very dangerous, coming on with fresh legs, going against defenses that Carroll's kind of tired down. Um, so yeah, I thought Pat. I think it's a really good opportunity for Pat to show you how good of a player he is.
Thanks.
All right, Sam.
Thank you, Woody. Brandt, congrats on the goal contribution. Can you first just tell us a little bit how the goal came together? Or
Yeah, I thought it was good build up play. Nate did a great job. Brought the ball across the field. I found myself in some space. And my idea was I'm just going to cut in and shoot this ball. And deflect it off Carroll and went in the goal. At the end of the day, goal's a goal, so we'll take it.
and just to move away from soccer for a second, it's been an absolutely terrible weekend for North Carolina back home. Just wanted to know if number one, you and yours are safe, and number two, if you had anything to say to the fans and the people who are picking up the pieces today.
Yeah, I mean it's honestly looked devastating, especially for the western part of the state. My family's all good, thank God. But thoughts and prayers to those that were affected by it. I've seen some pictures and videos, and I do have a couple friends that have homes in the mountains in Asheville and Candler. Um, so thoughts and prayers with them, and if there's anything that any of us can do to help, I think we should do it.
Thanks, Brandt. Safe travels home.
Thanks. All right, we'll do last two. Let's go Steve and then end with Nick.
Hey, Brant. Chicago's up next, your former club. Is there still, 3 seasons, well, actually, it's more since you were with Independence for a bit there. Is there still any, for a professional who's been away from a former team like that for a while, is there still, anything that makes it special when you go up against Chicago?
Um, I mean, I still have some relationships with some people that are still there. Some really, it's always good to see them. We always message each other when, they're coming into town, like the kit guys, some people in the front office, and some former teammates. Um, so yeah, I mean, I want to go out and win for Charlotte, but always good to see friendly faces.
Yeah, and people don't realize the kit guys are the most important guy on a team.
Yeah, yeah, they definitely deserve a lot more credit, that's for sure.
And things like that. And just the attitude of the team, with the big win against New England, a solid performance tonight where you defended well, you dodged bullets, but also you created a lot of havoc for what's clearly the best team in the league. What's the attitude of the team now going forward? Satisfied or still wanting, ready to do more?
Never satisfied. That's for sure. We don't use that word in our vocabulary. We always want more. We want to get 6 more points this week, clinch playoffs, and we're chasing the top 4 spot. That's the attitude, and that's what we're going after.
That's good for me. Have a good trip home.
All right, last one, Nick, take it home.
All right, thanks, Woody. Hey, Brandt, noticed there was a lot of opportunities for the counter. Was that something you all were expecting and knew? Because Dean had said you all had practiced. Jabril had some nice balls. There was a couple, the one that got taken back for the offsides. Is that something you expected to have in this match?
Yeah, we knew their outside backs would get high because they like to throw a lot of guys forward and in the box. So we were going to look to expose it when we did win the ball, behind their outside backs, try to overload on both sides, and look to get chances there. And I thought we did create, a decent amount of chances through that.
And you had almost another opportunity earlier in the game where it just went on the left side. Was there any chance that you were thinking not shoot and pass, or you just had a narrow area?
Narrow area, I did the work to pass 2 defenders to get in there. So I just figured, I'd go for the goal near post, but went a little bit wide.
All right, and lastly, I know no player likes to come out of the match, but you had done such a great job defending as a team in the shape. And when you have somebody coming in for you, are there things that you learned during the match that you're like telling who's basically playing your position to come in and do specific things? Like, how is that interchange happening in that quick moment?
There's not a whole lot of time to, tell them what to do. For substitutions that are coming on, the coaches are giving them instructions on what they're seeing and what they need to do. We need to get off the field in 10 seconds or else the sub has to wait a minute to come back on with the new rule. So I'm just trying to get off the field in 10 seconds, encourage the guys coming on, and let them do their thing.
Is it hard to watch after that happens?
Yeah, well, I mean, I want all my teammates to do well, and it's like I said, it's a team effort. Of course, everybody wants to play every minute. But at the end of the day, we're a team and we want to compete and do the best for each other, so we can achieve the most for the club. And that's kind of the mindset behind everyone.
Awesome. Thanks, Brandt. Have a safe trip home.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you guys. Thanks, Brandt.
Thanks, Woody.
Thanks, Woody.